Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming. And let's just take this time now, this lovely time where we can get quiet and send love and gratitude out to the world. Find a place where you'll be undisturbed, and then sit quietly, straighten your spine, and then we take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, we hold the breath. We can add a statement to our breath. As we breathe in, say the statements inwardly as we take the breaths. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude. We hold the breath. I am absorbing that feeling of gratitude. We breathe out again. I am expanding that feeling of gratitude. We hold the breath. I am projecting that feeling of gratitude. Let's just take those breaths, saying those statements with our inner voice. And now let's just place our attention on our mighty God presence, the great I Am presence, which is anchored within our hearts in that form of a beautiful flame. And then we could take the consciousness up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty I Am presence, which for the most part is above us. Feel and see that mighty God presence. This is our source of life. And now let's just open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart, for giving us life. I am grateful, beloved I Am presence, for your great unconditional love, your great wisdom and illumination. I am grateful for your will, your power, your faith, and your protection. I am grateful for your purity and your heavenly peace. I am grateful for the truth and your perfect health and healing. I am grateful for your mercy and forgiveness. I am grateful for all the many, many blessings in my life. I am so grateful for my family and friends. I am so grateful for my home. I am so grateful for all the supply I receive. I am so grateful to beloved Virgo and Pelia and all the beloved earth elementals, each and every gnome, and I call by the power, the love and the authority of my beloved I Am presence for love, blessings and gratitude and Saint Germain's violet flame to be sent on behalf of myself and all mankind to every earth elemental on this beloved planet. I am so grateful to Neptune and Lunara and each and every one of your water elementals, the Undines. And I call on behalf of myself and all mankind, by the power and the authority of my mighty I Am presence, for love, blessings and gratitude, and Saint Germain's violet flame to be sent to each and every precious one. And I send love and gratitude to beloved Aries and Thor and each and every air elemental, all the beloved selves of the air. We call for love, blessings and gratitude, and Saint Germain's violet flame for each and every precious one. Now we send love and gratitude to beloved Prince Ramesses and Holy Diana and each and every one of their beloved fire elementals, the salamanders. On behalf of myself and all mankind, love, blessings and gratitude, and Saint Germain's violet flame. Let's just feel our entire earth bathed in that glorious light, that pink and golden light of gratitude and love. Let's see and know and accept, by the power of our mighty I presence and the great ascended hosts, every part of life revolving on this sweet earth is filled with that feeling, that light substance from the ascended master realm of love and gratitude. We send love and gratitude to the beloved great angelic host, our great friend and protector, Archangel Michael, all your great archangels and archai, the mighty seraphim, the cherubim, all the angels, and our own blessed guardian angels. I am so grateful. And now we just place our attention on the great host of ascended masters. We send love and gratitude to our great and beloved Sanat Kumara, the great Lord of love of the universe. We send love and gratitude to Saint Germain and Lady Portia. We send love and gratitude to the great divine director. We send love and gratitude to beloved Lord Gautama, Lord Maitreya, and all the great and beloved ascended hosts. We send our deepest love and gratitude for your ceaseless service, your enduring love for the people of this planet, and all the many, many blessings we receive, for the most part passed by without any love or gratitude. The beauty and bounty of nature, and for all life revolving on our beloved earth. Love, blessings and gratitude to life. Thank you, really, for life. Beloved Drew, are you able to read the opening invocation for us?
Yes, certainly, Anthea.
Thank you.
Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I Am Presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Lovely. Thank you, beloved Drew. All right. So this week we've got Gary just reading beautifully for us. And as always, just pearls of wisdom from our beloved Saint Germain. And then we've got from beloved Lord Soraya, as we know, the great, mighty being serves in the Temple of Peace in the Fiji Islands there, above Suva. Peace is essential. And then Terry's actually going to read live for us today. I thought we'd deviate slightly from the 7 steps to precipitation by the great Elohim. We'd listen to the beloved Maha Chohan talking about Thanksgiving. It's just lovely. So thank you, beloved Terry, for offering to do that. And then we're going to read from the Gems, which is the imperative need for readiness by the beloved Maha Chohan. So that's always good to understand and think about it. And then from beloved Zadkiel, we're going to finish off what we started last week. And then beloved John will take us through our decrees. As we know, it's just so, so important, calling that light. So now we're going to listen to Saint.
Week 282. Saint Germain, I Am Discourses, Volume 3, Discourse 31. From beloved Saint Germain. It is with great joy that we are observant of the tremendous accomplishment, individually, nationally, and cosmically speaking. For when we have the use of and can cooperate with those great and mighty cosmic currents of energy directed by that great, wise intelligence, then we know that every step moved forward brings us nearer and nearer to that mighty glory and freedom which many are learning to feel and rejoice in. How different all activities are when working in conjunction with that great cosmic wisdom, which is no longer compelled to withhold its mighty energy because of the free will of the individual. For now the cosmic activities of the nations are of the first consideration, then comes the individual. Therefore, because of the individual, certain cosmic activities had to wait. Now the great cosmic wheel has turned, bringing all national, emotional, and mental activities into the great preparation where every cog of the wheel must fit into the cosmic reality. The free will of the individual still binds and limits the outer significantly. So there will be many individuals in conditions in which it will be as though they were being run through the great rollers in which all undesirable qualities are pressed out, and by the power of the consciously directed flame are consumed. The mighty radiance, consciously directed by the great host of ascended masters from the great central sun, is not only having a tremendous effect on the minds and feelings of mankind on the surface of the earth, but far within the crust of the earth itself. Hence it has been possible to avert many great disasters. Here I want to say in great love, gratitude, and blessings to the hundreds of students who have been projecting the mighty love, wisdom, and power of the mighty I Am Presence into the mental and emotional world, and assure them that a gigantic work has been accomplished. For if mankind and the beloved students can once understand that all cause rests within the mental and emotional worlds, Then they will have reached a point of understanding wherein they know with great complete assurance that the outer activity of mankind must and will come into perfect order when the only cause, the mental and emotional activities, are corrected and held in subjection. This is how so much has been accomplished, even since last June. Here I want to assure those who have some questions in their minds. Was it really true that the great devastation had been averted? That one day they will see and know the truth of which I have spoken. Since 300 years after Jesus' ministry, mankind steadily and surely drifted back into the dealing with effects instead of causes, and that is why no permanent assistance has been possible to be given. Now, with the assistance that the turn of the cosmic will permits, it is possible to bring the consciousness of mankind back into dealing with the cause and the effect, if out of order, must disappear. This is why the knowledge of the mighty I Am presence, its powers and whereabouts, is bringing the students to deal only with that one and mighty presence, whose cause is full perfection, as hundreds of these students are proven for themselves. When their attention is fixed upon the mighty I Am presence, they are dealing with the one and mightiest cause, whose one and only expression is perfection. Therefore their worlds first become filled with ease and rest, and though that they begin to feel the glory of this mighty presence. As they begin to feel it, they realize that they can reach forth to this mighty presence consciously and release such a mighty avalanche of its mighty energy that the human does not even have time to requalify but a fragmentary part with its limitations and inharmonies.
There we have it. So that great wheel of progress, as we know, is turning. And we were warned about that in the last chapter of the Magic Presence. They say it's a very, very important chapter that to study and know that there's cosmic light is coming and there's nothing that can stop it. So it is like that. So now we're going to listen to beloved Lord Soraya. This is from beloved Lord Soraya. He is head of the hierarch at the retreat at Suva, which is in the Fiji Islands, and it's from Friendship with the Gods. That temple is a temple of peace and love, one of the very, very ancient temples, which was very prominent at the time of Lemuria, when Lemuria was at its peak. And the God qualities of Lord Soraya are peace and financial supply. And he says to us, friends of heaven, each a microcosm in the boundless sea of infinity, I call your attention to the emotional activity of life. I have a special reason for referring to the water element, for from our retreat at Suva through the centuries we have learned to protect this focus from the capricious and sometimes raging storms of the water element. At this time in the Earth's evolution, it is essential that the Chelas learn to control their own emotional vehicles. I do most sincerely commend you for your accomplishment thus far. However, the Chelas are in the minority when we consider the vast numbers of the peoples of this earth who at the present time have no concept of the power of good which results from emotional control. As the oceans and seas cover the greater portion of this planet, I appeal to you today on behalf of the masses. Currently, through the service which is being rendered by the spiritual hierarchy and the Chelas serving with us now, it is as though the hand of God has stilled the roaring waves and the waves of the emotional vehicles, seeing as we do the still uncontrolled emotions of the many who could be stirred into destructive action by any so-called catastrophe that might take place. I repeat, might take place. It is expedient that we render greater assistance, and your continued cooperation is of vital importance. As you know, I had the honor of serving as the Enfolding Spirit last year, and it was not only my privilege, but my bounden responsibility to quell the emotional activity of all life. The calming flame of peace, through the threefold activity of life is flowing to all at this specific time, when the radiation of our retreat is accelerated, and you are presented an opportunity to render tremendous assistance to the masses. Referring further to our focus, you know that we use the magnificent activity of the water element within the very confines of the physical focus to not only inspire all who come here, but as an unguent to the emotional garments by registering its beauty and peace in the etheric consciousness. In a smaller measure, you know what it means to gaze upon the still waters of a lake, and as the placid picture presents itself to your emotional worlds, how you are blessed through the benediction of the peaceful radiation. When you realize your emotional vehicle is composed of countless undines, consider their gratitude as you sustain peace in your feeling worlds. I counsel you most sincerely to remember this fact. When any part of life has an emotional outburst, all life is affected thereby. Think, too, when the undines of great and imposing stature go on a rampage, when the tremendous selves of the air are disturbed as a result of etheric activities of an uncontrolled nature. It is parallel to the same components in your own garments, how they react when irritated. Perhaps you are aware of all this, but it is expedient that I refresh your memory. For buried within the etheric vehicles of mankind en masse are many causes and cores of imperfection which could be set into action through emotional irritation. We are depending upon you to further pacify the emotional activity of all life. You have the tools to accomplish this through the transmuting power of the violet fire and other sacred agents of purification. We anticipate your continued service. And now we've got Terry reading. Thank you so much, beloved Terry.
Thank you, beloved. Hello, everyone. Thanksgiving from the Law of Life and Teachings by Divine Beings by A.D.K. Luke. As we come to the close of the 12-month cycle, all of those who represent the spiritual hierarchy are gathered at Shambhala, and here we celebrate a cosmic Thanksgiving in which every one of the brothers is a participant. It is a marvelous opportunity to release the concentrated blessings of life upon each and every one who has served and increased the comfort of the universe during that period. Thanksgiving is the pouring forth of life. This great audience chamber is open for this festivity, and the evening before your national holiday and for 4 days and nights thereafter, there is a constant outpouring of blessing and benediction upon every electron, elemental, animal, human, angelic, devic, and cosmic being who have consciously or unconsciously contributed to the forward progress of the race. It is a beautiful sight to see the various kingdoms gathered to receive the honor and blessing of the sun of our system through its representatives in conscious gratitude for life well spent. Also, to this great feast of Thanksgiving, certain members of the human race are invited and given the honor and recognition which they have earned through meritorious service in the world of form. There is not a life stream who is given even a cup of cold water in the name of the presence of God, but is acknowledged and blessed therefore. And such is the memory of the perfected beings that no electron is slighted or overlooked in this time of Thanksgiving. This year, because of the tremendous response of the life streams who have chosen to represent the vanguard of the new movement, the bridge, there will be a particular blessing upon the individual members and their cooperative groups for the strength of their light and the accuracy of their perception, which gives us the opportunity to apply for a greater dispensation at the January Council. One of the most exquisite ways of preparing for the Christmas season individually is for each life stream to consciously and earnestly prepare his own ceremony of Thanksgiving. and officiating upon the altar of his own Christ temple, invite into the presence of his own God flame all of the life that has served him during the 12 months that have passed, and through a special blessing and benediction, confer upon that life the added substance of his own Christ nature. This ceremony will show each man how rich he is in the blessings that have filled his world through the channels in every kingdom, natural, human, and divine. In such an activity, no bitterness or discontent can live. Also, every master to whom the individual extends an invitation to a ceremony will respond and enter into the sanctuary of the heart where such a thanksgiving is being celebrated. And this visitation alone will bring a return of spiritual blessings far beyond the comprehension of the outer man. For the individual effort involved in preparing such a Thanksgiving service to life. This flame of thanksgiving has gone forth rhythmically since the day when the volunteer beings knelt before the coming of Sanat Kumara, and has built in power as each life stream became aware of the benefits which have poured through it for the most part without recognition for centuries. It is only the outer self that is not alert enough to realize the measure of thanksgiving which we owe the universe, even by reason of the sustenance of a physical body alone. And the farther the life stream proceeds on the pathway to the heart of the source, the more each one finds what there is for which to be thankful. Man on the lower rungs of the ladder of evolution is not even aware that there is a spiritual hierarchy. So thanksgiving to these beings is not a ceremony of the heart, but when we enter the ascended master consciousness and see the workings of the inner law and the tremendous assistance of the elemental kingdom, the angelic host, as well as the brotherhood, we realize more fully our indebtedness to life. For myself, I am told that in those realms to which my consciousness has not yet ascended, the intricacies of the blessings of which we in this universe are the recipients, and those of whose existence we are wholly unaware, is unbelievable. So the higher we go, the more grateful we are, and the more humble we get before that power which is our life. We have been advised by Sanat Kumara that on Thanksgiving of this year, the 7 retreats of the Chohans of the Rays and my own retreat will be permanently open in order to allow the life streams evolving upon the planet the opportunity of intensified training upon the particular ray which forms their natural vibration. These retreats are at Darjeeling, Kashmir, France, Luxor, Crete, over the Holy Land, actually a 4th ray focus, Transylvania, Ceylon, Lord Maha Chohan, November 1952. We render a great service, not only for the city of Philadelphia, but for the entire planet Earth today, while the consciousness of many are upon the giving of thanks for the harvest. For the harvest in turn, for the food that they eat, and sustenance for their physical bodies. The lesser numbers giving thanks for the spiritual sustenance of their souls through times of trial, and the lesser yet giving thanks and gratitude to God, the spiritual hierarchy, and all of us who have served with mankind, with the angelic kingdom through this 12-month period. Today, we bring back the spirit of thanksgiving into the feeling of the people, into the minds of the people, into the flesh bodies of the people, into the memories of the people, only the happy, joyous thanksgiving as it is known in heaven's realm, Shambhala's heart, in Sanat Kumara's presence. All of the sadness and the distress that accompanied the earlier patriots in establishing a new world are caught up now and transmuted into the beautiful violet fire, so that the spirit of thanksgiving is only and always a constructive radiation, having within it a buoyancy of being even a small part of the harvest at inner levels and in the world of form. Lord Maha Chohan, November 28, 1956. Here's an editor's note. Beloved cosmic being Charity told us that the spirit of Christmas is a very real being, beautiful beyond words, wearing crystal garments and containing within herself an aura all the happiness and goodness of every Christmas observed since her birth took place at inner levels, at the same time as the beloved Jesus took birth in this world. She is ageless and grows more and more lovely each year. The spirit of Christmas is the daughter of Archangel Raphael, and her name is Mary.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Cherry. And we know that the twin ray, or the feminine counterpart of Raphael, is Mother Mary. But we told, I think her name is actually beloved Regina. So it's just lovely. And it is like that, isn't it? It's such a tangible, real thing, the spirit of Christmas. So powerfully active through this time, the 7 sacred weeks. And anybody that likes to join the 7 sacred weeks with Morgan Le Fay, she has a wonderful thing that goes on her Facebook with that, and you can join her for lovely ceremonies and things. It's lovely. All right, so this is from the beloved Maha Chohan also, the imperative need for readiness. And I thought it was quite appropriate for us all. So this is what he says. And so this is from March of 1956. So really it related to 1952 when that ultimatum was given, the hierarchy of the earth, by the greater hierarchy saying of the universe, that Sanat Kumara had to return to Venus in 20 years. And that was when there was this, apparently a cosmic sort of holding of the breath, thinking, how are they going to get Earth ready? And the great Maha Chohan came up with the transmission flame service where the unascended Chilas work consciously and cooperatively with the ascended host, transmitting the flame of the retreat currently open every month. So it's just a marvelous thing. And we know that was so successful that after 4 years, Sanat Kumara could return to Venus in January of 1956. And so what the Maha Chohan is actually referring to here is who was ready when they were expecting 20 years, and they had to see who was actually ready after 4 years. And it's quite interesting. Anyway, this is what he says. Presently, Kuthumi and Jesus, acting together as the cosmic Christ, also still retain their offices as Chohans of the rays. Do you know why? Because no one else was ready. There was no one else to take the place of Kuthumi and Jesus as Chohans of their representative rays at this moment. Are you ready to render the service which will be required of you in the days to come? Suppose tomorrow you were called upon to take over the sanctuary, to take over its expense, its responsibilities, its frictions, as well as the endeavor to combine the many selves into one. Suppose one day when you were alone in the heart of a business district or a shopping center, you were called upon to give instantaneous protection to many people. Suppose the streets began to crack open and the buildings began to shake. Suppose also your great rivers here were suddenly to rise above their normal water line. Would you be the calm, poised, majestic presence of your own God self in full command and control of the situation? Measure yourselves, children, not with such attention that you become impossible to use at all, but with wisdom. Lord Buddha did not expect to be called for 17 years. He was ready. Lord Maitreya did not expect to be called either, but he was ready. Kuthumi and Holy Jesus were ready. Others, thinking they had 17 years yet to prepare for Chohanship, were not ready. You will recall that the wise virgins had the oil in their lamps, and they were ready with lamp lighted when the bridegroom came. 5 years before the continent of Atlantis sank beneath the waves of what is now the Atlantic Ocean, we alerted the people who lived there as to coming cataclysmic events. Ascended beings and cosmic messengers from many realms came and spoke through the priesthood and the oracles. At first, the people listened to their words, and the idea was entertaining for a while. It was something new and different, and it was exciting. Then, as nothing spectacular happened immediately or soon thereafter, the people went back to their pursuits of so-called happiness. When earth changes and cataclysms came as predicted, the great rumblings of the earth and the sinking of continents, who was ready? Only a handful, willing to take those magnificent flames north, east, south, and west. The rest of the population went down. Get ready. We are investing tremendous energies in you, beloved ones, energies which are our life, energies which are cosmic, and we are investing them in you for a definite purpose. And as we know, we're told quite often through both sets of the books, the I Am and the Bridge, that we are heading for times of great change, and we're also in this time of the cosmic in-breath, which means that there's a lot of light coming onto the planet and everything's coming up to be redeemed and set free. So that's why it's often challenging for everybody. And now we have this wonderful opportunity to say this decree for all our brothers and sisters that might be caught in that psychic and astral realm. And they say it's so important to make the decree because the call must come, as we know, from the realm in need. So we make this decree together. Beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. Oh, this is lovely. This is Judy sent this through. It's just lovely. The animals, oh, they're so lovely. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
So lovely. I just loved it. Really brought a smile to my face. They are just classic, honestly, so lovely. Now we say together, our decree for the beloved animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. Beloved, I am presence and that of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done and we thank you. Now I'm going to read the balance from Beloved Lord Zadkiel. He says, Beloved ones, this power to magnetize through the sacred fire, the gifts and powers of the Godhead, must be utilized and become practical through actual works. It is our desire, deep and sincere, to have you begin to experiment with the use of the power of the sacred fire that is within your hearts, to so magnetize not only our presence, but our radiation, gifts, and virtues. You can do this, and every loving and willing Chela, wherever he or she stands on the face of this earth, can do this, and they will not only be the recipients of the gifts themselves, but they will be ourselves, sons and daughters of freedom, walking about the planet Earth, and the hems of their spiritual garments will be filled with the virtues magnetized and consciously drawn forth. Because the violet fire, for the most part, is not seen by the physical sight of mankind, very few cognize and feel its essence and reality. Those of you who are kind enough to give special recognition to that violet fire have felt the changing of the vibratory action of your own bodies, have felt the dissolution of the shadows by the power of light, have felt the removal of chaotic conditions in yourselves and others through its use, and some of you, with the inner sight and hearing, have even seen that violet fire and heard the song of the angels of the violet fire as they move along their appointed pathway. It is the efficacy in the use of the violet fire now, when the earth requires it most, to change all shadows and all discords into light, 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 that can be seen, not just 1,000 miles from our temple in Cuba, but that it may be seen throughout the entire planetary system. And all those other planets of our system know that the earth gives forth her light, and the music of the spheres again, from the planet earth, rise in harmony, in balance, in love, to all that lives, breathes, and has being, above or below. Oh, such wonderful words from beloved Lord Zadkiel. And so that's it, our beloved violet flame, as we know, we call it forth from our hearts, and we just call to dissolve all that was never meant to be. God bless that glorious spirit of the flame forever, truly. And now I love this one. This is I am victorious, joyful, and glorious. Enjoy singing this, I hope. such a lovely song. Ricky actually shared that one with me a long time ago, and then Scott made it into a video for it. It's just so wonderful. Thank you, beloved John. You take over now. Thanks so much.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, all, and welcome. We thank you again, beloved Anthea, for these wonderful teaching in today's class. We bless all the ascended masters, Archangel, for these powerful messages and the beautiful videos that you've presented to us. Beloved mighty and presence, we call to you to take command of us all and produce your almighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined this Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. Beloved mighty and presence, eternal source of the Christ within, we call upon ascended Master Jesus, the Maha Chohan, and the cosmic Christ to pour forth the light of Christ consciousness upon us all. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, mighty and presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty and presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just visualize our tube of light from our beloved mighty and presence, coming down from above, anchoring 3 feet beneath us, blazing up through and around us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us with that thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. See that brilliant blue and crystal light, that light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth, every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty and presence, Through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin. We ask you that you fill us with your full ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. We just feel deeply in our hearts that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life, wrong human consciousness, any misqualified energies of any kind, and any wrong desires and wrong feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake for which our outer selves are responsible. But we just feel that great gratitude for this blessing to all mankind, this great gift of the law of forgiveness. Beloved mighty presence, that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. And through this activity of the violet consuming flame, take out of our four lower bodies while we sleep tonight every bit of substance that has been discordantly qualified this day. Thank you. We call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world, here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental, for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love and power of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory. We ask you that you fill us with your full feelings of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept this cause, answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3x3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us focus on that beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara, as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love. It is a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you. Thank you, beloved Jesus, each and every one of you, and blessings to all.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved John. Wow, just wonderful. And then I was just thinking now who'd like to do Sergio, are you available to read the closing invocation?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, beloved Anthea. Good evening, everyone. Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you. And let's just take a moment truly of deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings, for our many blessings and our beautiful, wonderful world and our opportunity to serve the light. We just thank you and thank our beloved I Am Presence. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.